Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Foriam and you have come to the right place if you're looking for some ways to deal with Apocalypse level 7 plus 20 a lot easier. So I promised you guys I was going to give you some more tips and tricks. And yes, I know in the past days I did upload some builds, but these are pretty hard to get your hands on. Especially the Mystery Armor Robe build, which Lord Force invented, is a very awesome build to get your hands on, but at the same time, man, oh man, that's such a curse to find that mystery armor with brief invulnerability and also brief ghost form when rolling. So if you find this piece of armor, it can be fantastic, but of course you also need the cooldown reduction enchantments, and this combination in whole, oh man, it's not very easy. So today I will show you some very awesome weapons, armor, enchantments, and of course artifacts, which can definitely help you out to deal with those hard daily trial levels, and of course also the bosses and the crazy enchanted mobs, because in my opinion these are actually the hardest to deal with right now if they get a very crazy enchantment combo. So today guys, time for some tips and tricks, Apocalypse level 7 plus 20, let's get right to it. Alright, so guys, here we are inside the base, and I did literally zero preparations for this video. I just wanted to show you guys what I currently have, which level I'm at, and also how many emeralds I have. So we're pretty poor right now, only 864, and you can tell that my inventory is a little bit messy as well. So sorry for that, but I just want to show you guys what is working for me and what is not. So to get a clear picture of which items you should definitely keep your hands on and which items you should get rid of. I just found these two, don't worry about them. I want to try something with it. I don't think they are very interesting, as well as this Vine Whip. This one has some pretty cool enchantments, for example, Swirling, Thundering, and Radiance, but that's for another time. So right now we're gonna focus on what I do and what I think really works for those max Apocalypse difficulty levels. So first off, most of you guys really know already that I love speedrunning. I just want to keep finding new solutions to keep doing so even on the highest Apocalypse difficulty level. So I am rolling with a Verdant Robe. This one has a minus 25% artifact cooldown as well as the plus 50% move speed aura. Best place to grind for this one is the Soggy Cave, and yes, it's the exact same as the Ember Robe, but this one has the burns nearby enemies. And this one pretty much triggers enemies if you damage them to get after you, and I really don't like both the sound of it as well as mobs of course chasing you down. So definitely guys, go for the Verdant Robe. If you can do that, it will be a lot better. We take 2 times cooldown reduction. Some people, they keep claiming in the chat that 3 is necessary, but it definitely is not, guys. You want to have a very awesome third enchantment, and for this one, on the highest Apocalypse difficulty, I really love Potion Bearer, because every time when you use this, you will only take 10% of the actual damage. I will show you that in action very soon, but for the artifacts, you definitely want to roll with Ghost Cloak, Deathcap Mushroom, and also the Boots of Swiftness. For the Burst Bowstring, let's say the Burst Bowstring Tempo Theft combo, we have a different Winter's Touch, which is right here. So you will be able to just steal movement speed of enemy mobs with this Tempo Theft enchantment if you combine it with a Burst Bowstring. So every time when you roll, those projectiles will steal movement speed of your enemies. But I already covered this in a couple of my videos, so if you want to go more in depth, if you want to have more information about that, just check out one of my last videos. Right now I just want to show you some actual gameplay. So we're gonna showcase the speedrun gear, but also something that I think is very awesome, guys. This is actually currently my favorite piece of armor if we're doing something that is not speedrunning. So we're taking the Stalwart armor. This one has also the Potion Barrier built in. Potion use boosts defense. It's exactly the same as the Potion Barrier which we have right here. So it is a very awesome duration. I'm not really sure if the damage reduction is the same, but it definitely does feel like that. Then we also have a 35% damage reduction, 30% chance to negate hits, which is insane. So 30% of the time you won't take any damage, and then yeah, the longer cooldown on the rolls. But I don't roll with this a piece of armor, it's just useless. So we have 3 enchantments right here, the Deflect, Chilling, and also the Snowball. Man, I wanted to talk about the deflect first because this one I also showed in my last video is very strong. If you have Dynamo on your ranged weapon, this can actually stack up to a very high Dynamo level, and then every time when you deflect something, it will deal a lot of damage. I also covered this in one of my past videos, so I want to go in depth about the other ones right now. So chilling emits a blast every 2 seconds and reduces both movement speed and attack speed of nearby enemies for 1 second. And man, this is such a strong enchantment because right now the mobs are hitting you faster, they are hitting you harder, so they're also moving around you, swarming around you very quickly. This chilling enchantment is definitely a very interesting pick for your build. And then last but not least, we also have the Snowball enchantment of this one. It is not very popular, but I really like this one. Right now, I also want to talk about my weapons. So ranged weapon, go whatever floats your boat, man, seriously. What I really like is a Feral Soul crossbow with power, Automatic Conduit, and Dynamo because first off, of course, I will be able to use the deflect on my armor with this Dynamo enchantment. It will get stacks passively. I will be able to stack it up very high so it will instantly take down mobs. Then also the Automatic Conduit because every time when I take down mobs, well, it will just heal me passively, and then also the power just to take down mobs a little bit easier. So I'm gonna equip this guy because I really like this bow. And then for the melee weapon, I can't stress this out enough, go with things that have a very high attack speed. If you're going speedrunning and you're not going to use your melee weapon at all, well, then something like this can be super interesting. This one has boost next attack on roll, so this has a built-in Dynamo enchantment, powerful pushback, a lot of base damage, and critical hit, sharpness, and echo. So this guy definitely hits like a truck. Let's check it out at the target dummy. Look at that. So it automatically hits twice, and if you get a crit, it's even cooler. With a Dynamo enchantment, oh man, you can get so ham with this bad boy. But for now, we're just gonna equip our Fighter's Bindings. Where is it? No, this is the Soul Fists. There we go. And I also found some other pretty interesting items right here. The Nameless Blades and then also the Fine Whip. I am doing something experimental with these boys. Don't worry about them. And then also this Diamond Pickaxe with Shockwave, Critical Hit, and Rampaging could be interesting. But a common pickaxe, guys, is more interesting because that one actually has an attack animation of 1 instead of 2. So every time when I swing this pickaxe, only the second time will have the Shockwave, while with a common pickaxe, you will have it proccing every single time. So let's take our Fighter's Bindings, guys, get into battle. Actually, I'm going to show you a combination of tankiness and speedrunning because that works out very well for me on those very nasty daily trials. So I'm going to put my survivability gear ready. I'm going to put my Ironhide Amulet, my Gong of Weakening because that is the stuff that I use for tankiness with my Stalwart. And then, yeah, for the speedrunning, I just use these 3. So alright, so guys, that is enough talking for today. Right now, I want to show all this stuff in action. I already did the daily trials for today, but one to definitely look after is the Soggy Cave daily trial. This one is so easy to complete. On most platforms, it will only take you a couple minutes with the jumping. And then we have the controller glitch on the PC that will allow you to complete this one in less than 25 seconds. Really, always make sure to complete this level when you can actually get your hands on it. Then another one that can be very awesome is the Ark Haven. So if you have struggles taking down Apocalypse difficulty, daily trials, if you find one on this level, it will be pretty easy to do as well, and it will be lots easier to get your hands on a very high power level reward. The other one for today was the Fiery Forge, and this one can also be a little bit tricky, but nevertheless, guys, this will allow you to do it without a problem. So for today, I actually want to showcase 2 levels with different objectives, different things to do. First one is going to be the Soggy Swamp with some nasty objectives where you have to deal with many mobs. Of course, also that cave with probably Enderman inside and the boss. And then with the Underhalls, we have the key event, which is also something that can be a little bit annoying. So let's start off with the Soggy Swamp. Alright, so for this playthrough, guys, I'm going to swap out my gear from time to time because this will allow me to clear the level a lot faster and more efficiently. Some of you guys still think that it is perfectly fine to focus on one very nice piece of armor with the perfect enchantments and of course a nice set of artifacts, but in my opinion, combining the strength of both speedrunning, being a little bit tanky and be able to deal a lot of damage to enemies at the same time is way more interesting, especially on the higher apocalypse difficulty levels. Alright, so I'm gonna start off speedrunning right off the bat, guys. I'm just gonna start spamming those artifacts. The Ghost Cape, the Deathcap Mushroom, and also my Boots of Swiftness. So this will allow me to skip all these trash mobs because, guys, let's be honest, they have really bad loot. So you really don't want to waste time on them. You want to get your hands on that daily trial reward right off the bat. So just skip all these mobs. I saw people that literally rage quit from the daily trials and Apocalypse Plus in general because they wasted like 40 to 60 minutes on just completing one level, and sometimes they weren't even able to succeed. So why would you waste your time on doing that? It is definitely a shame. So I just took all the cauldrons right here, or well, all the little ones. Right now I have to take the big guy, but I didn't lose a life. Even if you lose a life, guys, don't worry about that. This is why speedrunning was created. So we just found the cave, and this is a nasty thing. We actually want a suicide right here. It is not necessary, but what I'm gonna do is just follow the piggy, and wow, it just fell into the abyss. That is fine. I'm just gonna use my potion barrier, get rid of these guys, and that is why you wanna have a potion barrier on you. It's such an awesome thing to have. So some of these enchanted mobs are a little bit tricky, but I'm just gonna do a little bit more speedrunning to get away from these mobs. Actually, no, I don't know. I'm just gonna take my Stalwart armor very quickly. I'll show you guys very soon why I want to have this, because look at that, guys. We just have a permanent stun on our enemies. So I'm not really sure if this will also work against the Evoker itself, but normally you won't have mobs spawning right at the start. I had some serious bad luck right here, but I don't even fear for death right now because this is such an awesome piece of armor. So what I'm gonna do right now is just get rid of these mobs first, and then I'm gonna swap my artifacts. So as you can see right here, I just keep stunning this zombie, and right now I'm just gonna use my potion bear. Look at that, I can just swap my items without a problem. I have all the time in the world, and then just roll to this guy, use my Gong of Weakening, my Ironhide Amulet, and wow, nice. We just found an Ember Robe that is pretty cool. So let's check it out, what we just got right there. We still have 3 lives, guys, because of all that. So it was a pretty hectic entrance, but at the same time, we didn't lose anything. So why go with this Stalwart armor? Well, first off, well, we should actually check the enchantments on this one. They are not really good, but maybe if somebody wants this, just let me know in the comments and I can share it with you. Soon with the crossplay, I will be able to trade with everyone. So let me just take all the speedrun gear once again, but for these certain situations when you have to tackle with a difficult thing, then you just take your Stalwart armor. This one has so much tankiness. And then to make it even better, we put chilling on it in order to make enemies move and attack so much slower. 60%, guys, reduced is so much. And then last but not least, we have the Snowball. I really like this one because you just saw that the mobs around me, they just got stun locked. They don't stand a chance. They can't attack me in any way. So that is why Snowball is very interesting to take. Especially also for creepers. Sometimes creepers can explode and then afterwards respawn because they revive. And then with a stunning, well, they stand no chance. So right now we can continue with the Verdant Robe, so we're gonna do some more speedrunning. I think we missed the piggy, but we will eventually find him. Let's see, he's right there. So I'm just gonna start hitting him, and I'm gonna use my potion barrier. Oh, we found another unique that is quite lucky. But with a potion barrier, guys, once again, you are so tanky. I definitely recommend every single one of you guys, even if you don't have speedrun gear, just to go with a potion barrier, because this is by far my favorite enchantment. So we just saw some mobs with electrified. Every time when you hear the electricity, guys, you are allowed to pause. If it hasn't popped up for a couple seconds, then you have to watch out, because then it can pop up every moment. And once again, I think it is time to heal ourselves up a little bit. But finally, we got time to take a break for a second and not talk, because these guys have quick. Okay, that's fine. Just gonna use my potion barrier. I don't want to die right here. Just want to heal up back to full HP. We don't even have to use that, but that's perfectly fine, guys. Right now I'm just gonna continue with the speedrun. We still have 3 lives, so don't worry about it. The boss will also be easy cake, seriously. So we're just gonna continue our speedrun. You can of course also go with regular gear, like I already said, but this will be so much faster and more efficient. So we've got a pretty bad chest right there. Just don't worry about taking that. It will always contain trash loot. Right now we're just gonna follow the path and get through the mobs. Oh man, the ghost cape is such an awesome thing to have. So we already get to the boss. This is the boss area. So what you want to do, this is only for the Soggy Swamp, of course. For all the other levels this doesn't count. But when you walk too far into that level, well then the Cauldron will start spawning straight away. So what I do is always just clear the trash right here. You can even use your potion barrier if you have difficulties with that. But right now I am 100% certain that no more mobs will come. Or wait. They actually do come, so guys, always double check, seriously. These guys are super fast and they don't like you. Oh, this guy even respawns. That is the apocalypse way, guy. Oh man, another one right here. Let's see if this guy respawns. Doesn't look like it, so I think we're in the clear. Now it is time to once again hop on our very tanky and damage gear, but what I also really like to do, since we already have some speedrun gear equipped, is just take 3 feathers and go with a piece, or a weapon, sorry, that will have Dynamo on it. So right now we can just stack up the Dynamo a little bit, so we will be able to just one-shot the boss. That is pretty much what you want to do right now on the highest apocalypse difficulty. And for some reason, my Dynamo stacks just got reset. That was very strange. But to make things a little bit more interesting, I also want to equip this guy, because if the Cauldron decides not to die, well then this thing will kill it for sure. Because, oh man, this thing hits like a truck, seriously, guys. Oh no. We seriously just did that, but thank God we didn't lose our stacks. Alright, so here we have it, 50 stacks. This is way more than enough, but if you want to be sure, just go for as many stacks as you like. So right now we want to go for the full damage output. So with this one we have the multi-shot with the Dynamo. Enchanting will be awesome against mini bosses, of course, or just enchanted mobs. And then yeah, we're just gonna take the Gong of Weakening. Will increase our damage output. We could take the Stalwart armor. It really does not matter, guys. If you want to focus on the pure raw damage, why not, if you use a ranged weapon, also go for the plus 30% range damage, and also the cowardice with full HP, etc, etc. But you get the point. But in general, all you need is just a couple of Dynamo stacks and then go with the Torment Quiver. Seriously, this will be way more than enough to take down the boss. So let's get to the Cauldron and show him who is boss. So I'm just gonna use my Gong of Weakening, activate my bow, and bam. Oh, actually forgot to use my my Torment Quiver, but that is perfectly fine because my Brute Slayer took care of it. If you use the Torment Quiver, guys, and if you shoot with just like 3-4 stacks of Dynamo, then you will be able to insta-kill the boss. Seriously, that is crazy. I already did it on the Mushroom Monstrosity on the Max Apocalypse difficulty. I should actually make a video for that as well. But this is already 1 level, so right now we're just gonna equip our speedrun gear once again. And where is my Fighter's Binding set, guys? There we go. Alright, Soggy Swamp complete. So we didn't die a single time. You can actually die multiple times. You have 3 lives, guys, so don't worry about it. Damage taken was a lot. Only 40% of the mobs taken down. But yeah, right now you get your hands on that very awesome daily trial reward. This wasn't a daily trial, but you get the point. Just make sure those runs are very fast and efficient. Okay, so that was already 1 level. I wanted to show you guys another one, the Underhalls, but let's check out the village merchant for a second. Oh, he is literally selling trash. Then the luxury merchant, maybe do 1 restock. Ooh, this one is cool. Chance to gain souls, +2 soul gathering. But the rest is pretty much garbage. Wow, I am always gambling and wasting my emeralds on these guys, so let's not continue doing so. Alright, so we just did a lot of speedrunning on the Soggy Swamp, but I actually wanted to showcase my Stalwart armor a little bit more, so for that one we are going to travel to the Underhalls. This is actually a level that I haven't done many times on my channel, and I think this is the perfect place to showcase the Stalwart armor with the enchantments that I currently have on it. So both the Chilling and the Snowball. I think both these enchantments are way undervalued, especially for the highest max apocalypse difficulties, because they make up for such an awesome tanky crowd control piece of armor that will be pretty much unstoppable. Even though it's short, it will explain you guys how powerful the Snowball is. Alright, so this is where we're gonna have to deliver the little guy. Right now it's just a matter of finding him. So we're gonna search for a room that looks a little bit like the head of the Arch-Illager, or well, that's how I would describe the room, because it looks like it has like two eyes, and then on top of that we also have a little head. But man oh man, sometimes it can be pretty far tucked away, and we just found it. Nice. So we're gonna stand right here, and the mobs are gonna start attacking me, but the Stalwart armor will stun them as well. So look at that, guys. We are safe right now. The Stalwart armor is just throwing snowballs at them 24/7, and right now we can trigger the event. So the mushroom will have 15 seconds duration. Let's hope we can actually take him down with this duration. Oh man, this guy had protection, deflect, literally everything that you can wish for. Oh, Apocalypse can be such a pain. Right now we're going to use Iron Hide to get a little bit tankier. Potion Barrier even as well. Man oh man. Look at this. It's almost impossible to get through. So right now we're just going to gong them away, man. Oh, nice. Look at that. Ultra attack speed. This guy, Enchanted Pillager. What the hell is he shooting? Fire as well. What was that? Like a lava laser? Apocalypse is so broken, man. You have no idea. So here we go. We destroyed all the mobs, and we just got our hands on a chest with a soul robe. Thanks for the contribution. So we're gonna take this little guy with us, and we are going back to base. I don't want to mess with these guys though. Look at that. Oh. Where the hell is my key, man? My key is gone right now. Did it really go reset? Oh, it did. Oh, come on. The electrified is so annoying, guys. Alright, so we just got deflected and electrified 24/7. Right now, we're just gonna take the key and get the hell out of this place, because I am getting tired of Apocalypse. Just leave me alone, guys. Seriously. So as you can see, I just can't keep stunning them with my things right there. But oh man, right now I do have to take care of these guys. Key, don't go away. Just stay back. Stay back, don't run away. Oh, they keep reviving themselves. Ultimate Thug Life. Well, I'm gonna take the other tour then. Alright, we're almost there. And right now, we have even more trouble, guys. Let's do a little gong right here. Take him down one by one. And there we go. Back on track. So, oh, we don't want to stand in the flames. We don't want to stand in the flames. Wow, these guys seriously don't want to give up. This guy as well. Alright, so right now it's time to bring this guy back home. So, this is the perfect moment actually to swap the gear. So right now I'm just gonna take back some speedrun gear. Or not, well, I don't know. I think we should, because it will make the run so much faster. So, Boots of Swiftness, Ghost Cape, and we are back on track, guys. Oh well, actually, we also need the speedrun gear itself. Little piggy right there. Potion Beggar will definitely help me out. And look at that, we just found a flail. That is beautiful stuff. We will never use it, but it's very cool anyways. Oh, the gravity, man, seriously. Ah, we made it to the end. Finally. Oh, Man, oh man, all these crazy enchanted mobs, they were definitely making it hard for me, but at the same time, we managed to get through. It was alright, we got through. And wow guys, look at all this damage right here. Damage taken, 783,000. Damage dealt, 34 million. I am not really sure why we have 126% of the projectiles hit, but that would probably be my multi-shot. So yeah, there we have it. Oh, the true love. The true love. Alright, so there you have it, some pretty awesome tips and tricks that will allow you to take down those highest apocalypse difficulty levels a little bit easier. Especially the crazy daily trials with the enchanted mobs, because oh man, sometimes they can be so overpowered, but these tricks will definitely help you. For example, the chilling armor, guys, very important. This one will slow down your enemies, both their movement speed and attack speed, so keep that in mind when you're choosing your enchantments or your armor. Then also the Snowball, I think it can be very interesting in certain situations, like you just saw on the Underhalls. When you're taking a key, for example, mobs are chasing you down with a stunning enchantment, you will just keep stunning them around with a Snowball. Well, did I just say stunning? It's a Snowball, but then again, it stuns. So there is that. And then, of course, Final Shout can be super interesting. And of course, all the other things I mentioned. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you guys on the channel. The audience just keeps growing, which is really nice. And we have a very cool community. Don't forget to check it out on Discord as well, because we're currently well over 1,000 members and this one just keeps growing and growing. It is very awesome to have every single one of you guys right there. And of course, the Minecraft crossplay is coming up pretty soon, Tuesday the 17th. I also made a video about that one today, so I am looking forward to joining ranks with you guys on the different platforms, both the PlayStation, the Xbox and the Switch. I was never able to play with any of you guys, but right now we will actually be able to trade with each other. If you missed my latest video, just click in the top right of the screen right now, so you will be able to hop to it straight away. And yeah, we have a very cool Minecraft 1.16.3 server, which is currently live. It's only live for like a couple days. The Ender Dragon was already slain by a couple people. We've got our hands on some Elytras. It's a faction server with already quite some clans, so it is very cool to have you on that one as well. It has 300 slots. It's free to play, so what are you waiting for? I want to see you right there. It's also time pretty soon to make some community content for that one, so I am very, very excited. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate every single one of you guys. Right now, it's 4am out. See you in the next video.